4-in-1. It is a lifesaver on Sundays when we're at church. I come home to all home-cooked meals, and we've got gorgeous colors today and a tremendous savings. I'm going to start right here with the yellow. Sorry, I think I got off colors with you. Here is your yellow, really, really pretty. Here's your stainless steel. You know, a lot of other companies charge more for stainless steel, and we're the same price if you love that sleek, contemporary look. Here's my baby, my little cinnamon red. This is the one I have in my house, and I love it. Bright blue. Is that fun? Great little retro color. Here's your white, and then your black. We're doing this on 6 easy payments today. It's one of the highest we do. And when I tell you, you can sear, you can warm, you can slow cook, you can do so much in this that you're gonna be delighted. Oh, sweet potatoes in here, set them for a few hours, they come out fabulous. Now here's the big deal, a huge savings. This should be about $200. We're coming in at $132, so about a $70 savings. Plus, we're gonna do it on Easy Pay. This is the Ninja multi-cooker. You get the glass lid so you can kind of see what's going on in there without picking it up. The steam rack, the bake pan, the recipe book, and a travel bag. Because I'm telling you, when you do the potluck, you're gonna wanna have your whole thing with you. So it should be about $200. We're at $140, so saving about $60. I was a little wrong on that.
And did you tell them about the cookbook that came with it?
I did, I said that. Cookbook comes with it.
I wasn't listening, just like a man.
Oh my word, waxy buildup?
I think that's it, in the cold.
Bob Borden, you've been with us for years, and I'll tell you, this is one of my all-time favorite products you've brought.
Well, you know, if you go up on QVC.com and you look at the reviews, you're going to find it's an all-time favorite of thousands of people. I urge you to read the reviews, not for verification that this is terrific, but for verification of what people are doing with it.
Yes.
Because they've given me many good ideas. Many of the ideas that are in the current cookbook came from people online with what they were doing.
Customer top rated, love it.
Now this was a concept that was brand new when we brought this here. They said, why are you browning your roast before you're going to put it in the oven? Because I'm going to cook it in a steam oven, which is not going to brown.
Right.
So I brown it first. I make it as, excuse me, as crispy as I want it. Don't worry, dear. I'm going to take a lozenge.
Okay, you take a lozenge, and I'll find some water for you while we're crispying. Okay.
All right. So now we're going to add in our stock. Now this stock is going to do 3 things. First, it's going to become our steam that allows us to steam this roast in about half the time. Infuse it with aromatics, and get it done without putting all of the moisture out of it. And we're going to show that in just a second. So now what I do is I take my roast, I bring it back here. Now remember, we browned it on the skillet setting.
Yes, sir.
The same setting you would use if you were going to brown and then slow cook.
Okay.
So we take it from our skillet setting, and we're going to take it over to the oven setting, which defaults at 350.
So look at all those settings too, by the way. This is versatility.
So I'm going to do this in just 1 hour and 5 minutes instead of probably 2.5 hours. And then in 1.5 hours later, we're going to have our gravy reduced and ready to be made.
So as you look, you're getting a slow cooker here, you're getting your stovetop features here, you get an oven, and you get a steamer. That's why we call it a 4-in-1, and I'll tell you, you're gonna love the digital dial so that you know exactly what's going on.
Now I'm gonna turn it from oven back to our stovetop high because I'm gonna make our gravy.
Oh, good.
You'll see down inside, we already have greatly reduced that stock, which was our steaming liquid. We'll set our roast out to rest.
Nice.
And
that
then
looks good.
We'll take out our aromatics. In this case, we used rosemary and garlic. Now, normally, I would smash the garlic, but we don't have time for garlic smashing today. So I'm just going to add in, to thicken this, some more stock with a little bit of cornstarch in it.
Okay.
I've already changed this to the skillet setting again, so that now, while the roast is resting, the gravy is being made. So brown, steam roast in half the time. We're going to show you more moisture. Make your gravy 1 pot.
And it makes you feel like a successful cook. I don't know about you, but when I buy an expensive roast, a prime rib roast, I want to make sure I'm getting it done right, and it's not dry, that it's flavorful. This is locking moisture in. I like an end cut when you get ready to cut. Let's go to Alicia in Illinois.
Okay.
Hey, Alicia, it's Albany and Bob Ward. We're cooking today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, we're doing wonderful. I hear you own a Ninja 4-in-1. Tell me what you think about it.
I absolutely love my Ninja.
Me too.
My mom actually had one, and I got one after she had hers.
Okay.
I'm not very chef-like, I like to say it. I'm
Yes.
very simple with everything that I cook. But even for simple things like a roast, I like to just sear it in there, and it's all in one pan, and then you add everything in afterwards.
Yes.
With the hamburger helper, you get to just cook it in there, brown it, and then add everything in there and cook it on the stovetop setting. I just love it.
Oh my goodness, you must have little ones. I did hamburger helper in mine last night too.
Yeah, I've got 2 little ones.
I love it. Well, you know what? As a mom, doesn't it kind of give you some time back?
It does. Well, and I can prep things during a nap.
Yes.
And then set it and just leave it and then not worry about it while they're awake and running around again.
Well, Alicia, if you get a chance, try cobbler in there. Cobbler's pretty darn delicious.
Oh, my husband would love that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so glad you called, and you and I have the same color. We both have cinnamon.
I know, I love that color.
Me too. Well, I'm glad it's working out well, and you're being such a good mom, creating those great nutritious meals for your little ones. So thank you for doing that.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Now, to what she said about browning the roast.
Yes, sir.
Normally when you cook a roast to, I would call this medium well.
Yes, sir.
It's about 155 degrees in temperature. This would be dry. It would be like popcorn, right?
Right.
But because we've used a steam environment and we've browned it separately, now we have a well-done roast that when you put a piece of this in your mouth, I'm going to bet that you will be able to squeeze moisture out between your tongue and the roof of your mouth, okay?
Want me to try it? Mm-hmm. It's like playing with gum, but it's delicious.
Isn't it? I mean, most people, if they make a well-done piece of meat, they expect it to be dry. Doesn't have to be dry. Our gravy's about done. And now we're going to go to my favorite part. In our cookbook,
yes, sir.
we set out to create meals, because we know the biggest, right here, honey.
I'm looking for it. Oh, here it is. Thank you.
We know that one of the biggest problems when you're cooking for a family is coming home from work, and oh my gosh, what am I going to make for dinner, right?
Yes.
So we've created recipes where if you put in the pantry dried pasta, in your freezer frozen meat like chicken breast and pork chops and meatballs and even frozen pasta, right?
Yes.
We have 40 recipes now where you can come home 30-minute meals.
And by the way, this is included. Your recipe book is included. Go ahead.
All right, so we have a whole bunch of them for taking different dried pastas and frozen meat-filled pastas.
Let me put this in.
This is frozen meatballs, right?
All right.
Dried pasta. Now you can just take a jarred sauce, whether you're using a white sauce or, in this case, a spaghetti sauce, and you pour it on top. And you say, oh, come on, you kidding me? Is that gonna work? No. Well, our culinary team worked on this. A lady by the name of Amy Golino spent hours cooking this over and over until she got the precise amount of water to where we set this for 30 minutes. The frozen meatballs would be done. The pasta would be cooked perfectly, and the sauce would be reduced to a perfect spaghetti sauce.
So how much water did you put in there?
I think that's almost
4 cups?
Yeah, it's almost 4 cups, and every recipe is different. Right? But you use pasta because it takes the sauces are different.
Oh,
so the thing is, every recipe is done for you. We've done all the work.
Can we plate you some?
Sure. What you get is a meal
Look at the
from
texture.
frozen in 30 minutes.
Oh my word. You know what? You can get your shoes off, you can set the table, and by the time you're ready, your dinner is ready. I'm gonna put a little cheese on here for you. Want some cheese?
Sure. And guess what?
What, sir?
You're ready, and one of your kids is ready. Your husband isn't home yet. He's working late. The other kid's still
Too
playing
bad
soccer.
for him. I hope he likes leftovers.
Well, that's not going to be a leftover. You know why? Because we're just going to turn this to buffet setting, right? It's going to hold it at 158 degrees. So this becomes your buffet service, so people can come home and eat it anytime they want.
Look at the texture on the meatballs. You can cut the noodles
pastas,
with the side of the fork. I mean, the whole thing is delicious, and you're around the table.
We spent hundreds and hundreds of hours putting these 30-minute meals together, and people rave about them. Go up and give me said I come, and you'll
it's
see what I
customer
said.
top rated. Here's your choices. I'm going to go front to back. Here's yellow, black, stainless steel, which normally you have to pay extra for that. It's the same price. White, cinnamon, which I have, and your bright blue. Plus, you're going to get your cookbook. We sell these for $20 a piece all day long. And you're getting the carrying case, which if you're doing potlucks, you're doing family get-togethers, you will love that carrying case, because we're always getting together with our friends and doing that. You're saving about $60 today. So normally, this would be $182, plus you'd have to pay for that travel bag. We are about $60 less expensive. Hey, so while we're cooking, I know you're gonna do a little searing. We're gonna invite Leah in from Arizona.
That's
Hey,
all right.
Leah, it's Albany and Bob Wharton. I hear you have cinnamon as well.
Yes, I do. And I cooked roast yesterday with potatoes and carrots.
Nice.
And I keep it on my counter all the time because it eliminates other things that you have to use.
Doesn't it?
And I absolutely love it.
Okay, I love that you say
recommend-
that you keep yours out, because I never used to keep my slow cooker out, but I keep my Ninja out all the time.
Oh, I do too. I don't have the glass lid, so mine's about 6 or 8 months old, but I absolutely love it, and I recommend it to all my friends. I mean, you gotta have it.
You do. Besides roast, what else do you cook in yours, Leah?
Just anything I can fry in it. I use it as a fryer.
Yeah, me too. I do my ground turkey meat in there, and for taco salad.
Sure. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Oh,
I
I'm
absolutely love it.
tickled pink that you love it. Well, thank you for taking the time to call. We really appreciate that.
Okay, go Ninja.
Thanks, Leah. Bye.
So,
Bye-bye.
thanks, Linda. So we've showed you the two things that people hadn't even thought about: searing and steam roasting and making gravy in the same vegetable. We showed you 30-minute meals where we used the searing, right, and made minutes from frozen and dried pasta. Now we're going to show you the reason most people buy this originally,
Really?
right?
Okay.
So what we do is we have the heat, the skillet in the bottom, right? So we can actually brown now, and then we can slow cook, because we control the temperature from the bottom and all around the meat. Now, when you brown meat before you slow cook, this is how we're going to make pulled pork, you add so many flavors, compounds that are added to it,
Right.
okay, that you want to get, and you get it especially, we're deglazing it now, and now we're going to slow cook this for, you can do it for 4 hours, I like to do it for 8 hours, low and slow, to
Low
where
and
it's just
slow.
falling apart. So to do that, I take it from the skillet setting now, and I'm going to move it over to the slow cook, okay?
Yes, sir.
High, and then to low. Now, low defaults to 8 hours. If I want to be gone 10 hours, because I go to work, I got to drive, I got to come back, and I want my perfect pulled pork when I'm done,
Okay.
I set it for 10 hours. 10 hours later, I come
Don't you love it when
back.
your food cooks itself?
Yes, I do.
Ooh.
Then I add the,
Now that
as soon
looks
as I get home now,
What are you looking for?
I add the barbecue sauce.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that starts getting infused in there.
Look at
because
that.
at 10 hours, the barbecue sauce will just reduce to nothing if you put it. So I wait and do that when I get home. And you see how tender that is.
And you're doing it all in one pan, so you're not dirtying extra pans. The food is cooking for you and staying the right temperature. You know, we've never seen this on 6 Easy Payments. It's the first time that we're seeing it on 6 Easy Payments. So now you can get it home, experience the diversity. It's $23.32 on our Easy Pay plan. Jimmy from Alabama, are you hungry? We got pulled pork sandwiches going.
Yes, ma'am. I tell you, I've had my Ninja now for 3 years.
Oh, wow.
And I was telling lady earlier, I mean, I'm a disabled veteran. My hobby is cooking.
Ooh, good.
Wow.
And since I've had this Ninja, I mean, it's replaced my stovetop, my oven, my crock pot. I'm like you, it stays on my counter. I use it on a daily basis.
Right?
And I have bought so much from QVC that I think this is the best thing I've ever bought.
Oh, bless your heart. I
I'm
got
ordering another one for my son for his birthday. He likes mine so much, I'm going to get him one.
You know what, though? I love that you're passing down that tradition of cooking, and I'm so grateful that you invite us into your home every day. If you think of it, Jimmy, if you've got a favorite recipe that you do in it, post it on my Facebook page so that we can share it with everybody.
I sure did. My favorite is that chicken dumpling soup on page 55.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that chicken dumpling soup. Now, that's good business, isn't it? Those recipes
It's
in that
great.
book are great, aren't they?
It's just great. Like I said, I don't know how I got along so long without it.
Wow. Well, I am so grateful you called. Thank you so much for inviting us into your
Thanks,
home and
Jimmy.
spending time with us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
So it's 4 in 1. We
Yeah.
want to show them 3.
Oh, well, then we should show something.
So what the difference between the 3 in 1 and the 4 in is we actually put a steamer setting on, because we thought people were using it as a
Right.
steamer, but we wanted to make it simpler and give precise control.
Okay.
So you put it on the steamer rack,
Yes, sir.
then we come over here and put it to the steamer setting, okay? And that defaults to 0. Now corn only takes 4 minutes once it's up to temperature. So I set it for 4 minutes, it'll beep. There it goes. It takes about 6 minutes for the water to boil. Then it'll beep again. Then you can put your vegetables in, right? And corn, 4 minutes later, it's beautifully done. Now, how's this steamer different than any other steamer? Big difference. Because this creates saturated steam. You know, the other little steamers have a little thing in the bottom with
That's
water
like
in
a
it.
sample of steam.
A sample of steam.
This
That's
is big steam.
This is saturated steam.
Steam on steroids.
It's like almost like a little mini pressure cooker,
Nice.
but it's 212 degrees.
Wow.
So it steams really fast. So we give you a chart in the book, a steaming chart, because this is going to be faster. It's really going to surprise you. And of course, we do steam roasting. I know we don't have time to talk about that, but for all the reasons that we like steam roasting, this is steam baking.
Baking,
it is just
moist
so
and delicious.
moist.
Your cakes are bouncy. They are bouncy.
They're bouncy because you
Look
don't
at
dry them
that.
out.
Hey, listen, we've never done 6 easy payments. If you've had your eye on one of these, I gotta tell you, I like 2 of them at the holidays because I can keep it as a warming basin when we're doing self-serve. Great day to pick it up while we still have the colors. Hey, Bob Warden, you've done a good job today. This and the Today's Special Value?
Yeah.
Hey, don't get so busy. Hey, that Today's Special Value has been so much fun. I'll share with you that we have just the plain Nutri-Ninja for about $100 on our QVC.com area. You're gonna get that and so much more, all on 3 easy payments today. Cooking and prepping, and I feel like we need to have a party. And if you're like me, self-serve is the way to go. And this next item from Temptations is gonna take you there. It's like the hostess with the mostest, Lisa Gleason.
Yes, it is. You look great in purple.
Oh, well, thank you. We've all discussed, is this purple, is it blue, is it, no, it's